a Juggernaut.
I'm an android.
We are bored.
I am a dog.
We call ourselves the Cube.
We seek peaceful coexistence.
We are back. We are not strong.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews, where today I'm bringing you the Vaadwaur Miracle Worker Juggernaut, which just before Christmas, again I caught lightning in a bottle. I actually picked this up from a lockbox, would you believe? I think it was an R&D lockbox, but yes. Never won those before in my life, and I've won two in the space of a week. Never again though, but I won't win them again. Anyway, moving on. I have to ask you to forgive me. I have a very, very heavy cold, so if I do bumble around a little bit, please forgive me for that. Yes, it's not a very good thing to have, isn't this? So absolutely chock-a-block. Anyway, moving on. Well, we've got a lot to squeeze in today. I wanted to speak with you about the Watcher Superior bridge officers, which to me are a really good rival to the superior Romulan bridge officers, but I'll show you how to get those later. You can actually pick them up from the latest lockbox, but if you don't fancy gambling and wondering whether you're actually going to drop them, you can go to the exchange, and they are now at 6 million. Yesterday they were at 3 million. Today they're at 6. I suspect they're going to creep up as well, so we'll have a look at those in a little while. Now, while I remember, given my memory is not what it is, we're in the middle of, well, not actually in the middle, I think we've just started the latest anniversary event, so let's just get on to that, shall we? So here we have it for the Star Trek Online 13th anniversary event. You'll have to take part in this every day, and you can take part in any of these events. You can grind them out. 2 points for any of these events. Birdcage, Jupiter, is it? Jupiter, Ranus, Birdcage, Eye of the Storm, and yeah, that. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that with this heavy cold. But yeah, anyway, that. Or you can do patrols, twisted reflections, and get 1 point, and then do the second point for Omega particle stabilization. So the event ship is here, and it's splendid. I quite like this. I think they've outdone themselves with this one. And this is the Compiler Science Dreadnought. Yes, it's yeah, I think it's meant to be a mini Vija. Yes, mini Vija. Now then, if you click on this mission, once you've completed it, you get a special equipment pack, and it's the Digitizer Plasma Weapons. So you'll have to, well, go through it twice because you only get 4 of these, and what I wanted to do on mine is equip it with 4 dual beam banks on the front, plasma dual beam banks, these Digitizer dual beam banks. I wanted to equip it with the torpedo, the Digitizer torpedo, and I also wanted it to equip it with 3 just ordinary beam banks on the rear, just for that effect. But as you go along, I should imagine you'll kit bash it, but I just wanted to give it all the weapons. So if you want this, the special equipment pack, the Digitizer Plasma Weapons, you'll have to complete this mission twice, because you won't have enough with the first one. That's if you want to kit it out fully. So there you go, and you'll get 2 qualifying points towards the ship itself, which is really, really cool, isn't it? And when I actually acquire this, yeah, I'll do a review for you. I do like this effect. This is quite cool, isn't it? Will it zoom in? Yes, it will. Look at that. That is quite cool, isn't it? Right, enough of this. Let's get back to reviewing the Vaadwaur Miracle Worker Juggernaut. So when you acquire your Vaadwaur Miracle Worker Juggernaut, you'll notice at level 65 it comes with a hull of 69,750. She has a really decent hull modifier of 1.55 and a shield modifier of 1.25. Her turn rate is, not very good at 6, and she has an impulse of 0.16. Her inertia rating is 20, but she has a bonus power of plus 20 to weapons power, and plus 5 to shield power, and plus 5 to engine power. Moving on to your bridge officers, you get a Commander Tactical / Miracle Worker station. You get 2 Lieutenant Commander stations. One is a Tactical / Intel station and one is an Engineering station. You get a Lieutenant Science station and an Ensign Universal. You get weapons of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear with 3 device slots. Obviously, when you upgrade it to a T6-X, you'll get an extra universal console. Moving on to your consoles, you get 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science and 1 universal. Your abilities are supercharged Sith conduits, innovation effects and Juggernaut array. And for all you out there who collect Admiralty stats, you get 46 engineering, 66 tactical and 14 science. This ship is certainly one that you should have on your bucket list. So here we have the build. Now this is a rather complicated ship, as I'm sure you're going to realise when you pick it up. It's really slow and it doesn't turn on a dime either. Anyhow, we'll go through it very quickly. I'll show you what I've done. This is a 5 weapons to the front, 3 to the rear. So the weapons I've got on the front, we have 2 Agony Phaser dual heavy cannons. I have the Agony Phaser quad cannons, and I have the Terran Task Force Phaser dual heavy cannons, which is giving me a plus 2% bonus all damage. I'm also running the enhanced biomolecular photon torpedo launcher, and that's giving me another plus 2% bonus all damage, and that's part of a 4-piece set. I'm only running 2 pieces of that, and here is the other piece, and this is the heavy biomolecular phaser turret. And this is giving me another 2% bonus all damage. And finally, the last 2 slots I've got filled with Agony Phaser turrets. Now there's 3 consoles I've put in the ship to help with its speed and maneuverability. And this is the Universal Assault Mode relays, and that's giving me a plus 57% flight speed and a 38% flight turn rate. I do apologise, this cold is really dragging me down. Anyway, moving on. Next up, to help with the manoeuvrability of the ship, I have the tachyokinetic converter, and that's giving me a 39.4 flight turn rate. And also, whoops daisies, also I'm running the console Universal Enhanced Dominion Coordination Protocol. That was a right mouthful, no, wasn't it? And that's giving me a plus 15% all damage bonus for 15 seconds, and a plus 60% flight turn rate for 15 seconds, and a 60% flight speed for 15 seconds. Also, just because I like them, I've fit the console, the Immolating Phaser Lance, and that's come from my Demos Pilot Destroyer, which I'm going to show you at some future time. That was flown by the synth droid that was bombing Mars in the first episode of Picard, if you remember. And next one that I like is the Spinal Mount Plasma Torpedo, and that came from my Praetor Command Warbird, and that featured in my last review. And I quite like these 2 effects, to be honest with you. So I know they might stand out a little bit as being different, but yeah, I do like the effects these give me. Now looking at the build itself, I've managed to get the hull up to 164,671. The shields for rear, right and left, 29,911. The resists are in the mid 30% range. Slightly disappointed with that, but I could increase that a little bit, but yeah, she does fare very well, to be honest with you. The accuracy rating is 84, the critical chance is 47.6%, and the critical severity is 211.1%. Moving on to the masteries. Tier 1, increased critical chance, 2.5% critical chance. Tier 2, increased critical severity, and that gives you a plus 15% critical severity. In Tier 3, we have rapid repairs, increased hull regeneration, regenerates 2058.4 hull, 125% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. In Tier 4, we have enhanced weapon systems, increased energy and kinetic damage by 10%. And finally, Tier 5, which is the trait, we have weapon emitter overdrive, and this is plus weapon critical accuracy from energy weapon abilities when using beam or cannon bridge officer ability for 20 seconds, increases weapon power drained by weapons by 50%, plus 10% critical chance to directed energy weapons, and plus 50% accuracy rating. So as you can see, this ship is definitely a powerful ship. It's just not very good at maneuvering, I'm afraid. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll go to the exchange on the station, and we'll just have a look at these superior Watcher operatives, which I think are going to be comparable to the superior Romulan operative bridge officers. So if you go to the exchange and pop in the superior Watcher operative, you can see there they are at 6,750,000 EC, and I believe they're going to go up in price. Yeah, definitely. I think you can bank on that. And the reason being is if you haven't got a superior Romulan, which gives you, let's just have a look. The superior Romulan gives you a 2% critical chance and a 5% critical severity. Now, if you have one of these superior Watcher operatives, you can get a plus 3% critical chance and a 3% critical severity. So if you haven't got the superior Romulans, or you're not in a fleet, or you're struggling to pick them up, these are not bad value. They are going to cost you at present 6 million EC. And I think they're not, if not comparable to the superior Romulan operative duty officer, so bridge officer, sorry. So there you have it. I think if you can afford to get one and you're not in a fleet, I think this is a really good idea. And I'm convinced these are going to go up in price. These are going to become very attractive to people who are wanting to boost their critical severity and critical chance. I mean, at present, if you look at my stations, I have superior Romulan operative. Where am I? Here I am. Superior Romulan operative. Forgive me. This heavy cold of mine is killing me. There you go. 2% critical chance, 5% critical severity. So yeah, what you gain, what you lose on the roundabouts, you gain on the swings, really, don't you? So yeah, I think this is the way to go if you don't have a superior Romulan operative. This is a really decent way of making up your critical chance and critical severity. So here we are in the ship's tailor, just so you can get a quick glimpse of this. I mean, you can't miss it, can you? It takes up the whole of the screen. Yeah, there's not much really, so we won't be spending too much time here. Let's do randomize. Was there anything there? Did that change? Didn't see it. That's interesting. Well, that's quite cool, isn't it? Quite like the look of that one. That's quite cool. Yeah. That's similar on a theme, isn't it? Again, not much different. Yeah, I do like this purple thing going on here. I do like this purple design, so I'm going to stick with that for now. Material, Vaadwaur Type 1, Vaadwaur Type 2. Advanced. Yeah, not much here at all, other than you can change the patterns. Gemini, oh, that's not bad, is it? Yeah, it will stick with Gemini, I quite like that. So, there you go. There's not much really here in the way of kit bashing. Just a couple of variations on a theme. Right. So let's go take a look at the bridge, shall we? So here we are on the bridge of the Vaadwaur Miracle Worker Juggernaut. Yeah, it is similar to the other Vaadwaur ships, if not the same. Actually, it is the same. I think it's the Astika that I have that it's the same. And yeah, this is the duty office. Oh no, this is the bank. This is library files. And down here, this is the duty officer's console. So hello there, Romulan person. How's things going? You've had a trip. Where have you tripped? Down the steps? Well, you want to be careful. Yeah, but just be careful. Yeah, thank you. Carry on. Carry on. Oh, hello there, superior Romulan operative. And how are things? I beg your pardon? You're busy. Right, okay, right. Well, carry on. Carry on. Yeah, oh, I'm busy. Right, well, carry on. It is a bit sparse. You can't get off this bridge. Yes, you're stuck. No toilet breaks. And yeah, you could have a bit of a nasty fall over that railing, couldn't you, if you're not careful? Yeah, it's a bit high. It's a bit high. But, yeah, the design, if we have a quick look around, it's quite a cool design, isn't it? Yeah, the screen is cool. Yeah, it serves. It serves. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Right, so not much going on here. And yeah, my favourite person, Mr. Potato Head, has gone on vacation today, so can't wind him up or have him wind me up, which I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. But right, so as you can see, there's nothing really special going on here. It is a nicely designed bridge, I have to say. It is quite spacious, and I do like bridges that are different. So it is quite cool. Yeah, I do like the way that the bridge officers here are sort of covered in these little hidey holes here where they work their consoles. Is it the same over here? Yes, it is. There it is. Look. Yeah, I quite like that. That's quite a cool idea. Right, so let's take her into battle, and I think, yeah, we'll do a timed Japori run, shall we? And let's see how she performs. So here we go. I'm not expecting miracles, but let's see how she performs. Well, I have to say that run was quite hard work, but I timed that at 2 minutes 42 seconds, and for a ship of this size and manoeuvrability, I was quite impressed by that, and it's actually put it into second place on my Japori run chart, just behind the Praetor Command Warbird, which was 2 minutes 16. This ship is an extremely powerful ship on cannon scatter volley. This ship certainly does not mess about when it comes to firepower. I'm very impressed with this. Yes, it does take a lot of thought trying to get it to maneuver. It's not the best of ships to maneuver, but if you can get it to move, but like I have, I'm quite happy with its maneuverability, to be honest with you. I'm equally happy with its destructive capabilities as well. Yeah, really like this ship. I have been after this ship for some time, and my event token for last summer was either going to be for the Kirk ship or this one, and I went for the Kirk ship. But if I'd have known what I was missing out on, I'd have gone for this one in a heartbeat. So yes, really do like this ship, and I would highly recommend it. It's definitely going to feature a lot more in my fleet. So if you've enjoyed this review, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, and yeah, give us a like as well, because that always goes down well. I am conscious that we do get quite a lot of views, but not a lot of subscribers. So if you are watching my reviews and you do like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button for me, because it does help the channel. And don't forget to continue with your grind for the compiler Juggernaut, because that's going to be an equally good ship as well. I quite like the look of that. So we've covered quite a lot today. We've covered the special weapons that come with that you can put on the compiler. We've covered the duty officers, which will rival the superior Romulan operative duty officers, but well, definitely on a budget. I think that's quite achievable. And yeah, we've managed to squeeze in a review of the Vaadwaur Juggernaut as well. So I'll go and nurse my cold, and I will leave you to the rest of your day. So until next time, this is JeSter signing off.
I am Leonard McCoy.
Well, that's just typical.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
Good God, man.
He's dead, Jim.
I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a physicist.
She's dead.
You know, Spock, if an Earth girl says it's me, not you, it's definitely you.
I don't see no points on your ears, boy. But you sound like a Vulcan.
No, sir. I'm an android.
Almost as bad.